Guys, welcome to my first Trailmakers video. Um, this video is just going to be a simple showcase over just the things I've worked on. I just like to show you guys because I don't really have anybody else that likes to play this game with me to see. So I figured, why not show what few people that watch me. And also I have a challenge that I'm gonna go over. That's just for technically anybody. Um, yeah, it's just something. It was mainly originally supposed to be a thing that I was gonna have my buddies do, but once again, they don't like this game, so oh well. Um, all right, so might as well start the showcase off. I guess the first build. This is probably very generic. I'm pretty sure most people's first builds look something like this. Just a simple dune buggy car thing that very easily will spin out. I mean, drives well, has some standard gadgets, and yeah, just not very impressive or cool or anything. I'm sure most people have built something like that. Um, go to my first plane. I wanted to make a biplane, obviously. I just think it looks awesome. And then it was originally going to be a lot bigger. I don't know. I'm actually really happy with the sleek design, and it fits pretty well with like the whole proportion of the plane. Let's see, we got the missiles, the guns, of course. You could turn on the propellers, start driving. We'll pull up. This thing drives, or I mean, flies. Excuse me. Uh, actually, really well. As I almost hit something. All right, let's see. Yeah, this thing. It's just almost like a perfect flying, just basic plane. Let's see. Just get it level. It'll stay perfectly flat for the most part. I don't have yaw, if I'm thinking correctly. No. Because it's pitch, yaw, and rotation. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of yaw. Because I can't go left to right directly. I can only, you know, take big wide turns. But it still flies really well. Got some standard artillery. It's a fun vehicle fly around. I think I did publish this. I think I just called it biplane or something. So if anybody else like to fly, I also put all the controls on the description so it's easy to understand. See if we can land this perfectly. Oh, yeah, this thing glides really well too. And beautiful. That was gorgeous. All right. Yeah, enough of that standard plane. This is just for the DLC. I haven't gone too far in it. I actually need to complete it, so that's nothing special. Same thing with this, just standard for the DLC. Um, this is still technically a work in progress. This is the first heli I've ever made. Um, it looks cool. Like I saw this large cockpit and I wanted to make the coolest helicopter, and it looks great. But it's just it don't work very well. I've tried researching how to fix it. I know other people have had problems because I think it's like I guess when you want to make a more realistic looking helicopter, it doesn't want to work very well. But I mean, let's see. I've experimented with it a lot. I've spent many hours and I've had so many different designs of this. It's just this one could stabilize a little. I had jets like everywhere to help try to keep it stable, but it's just it I can't get it to work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm stupid, but if anybody has any suggestions, I'd like to hear them because this thing does not fly very well. I am oh man. Oh, wait. I actually made it a little more stable for some reason. Strange. Yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. I've spent a lot of time on it, and I just don't care to mess with it. I definitely need to make another helicopter, but actually make it where it works. Because, I mean, Obviously, if I were to fight anybody in this, I'd be very much screwed. Okay. Um, I guess let's go over this one. This is another very, very standard car. This just drives. Like there's nothing special about it. It's just a hot rod that can drive. But I mean, I don't know. I just spent a decent, I guess not too long on this. I just really wanted to use that raw engine, but it's called a raw engine, uh, for a really cool build. It's not very fast, but I mean, it gets the job done. I put flames on it. It looks pretty cool. Got the grill. Yeah, it handles. It drives extremely well. But I'm sure if you put more engines on it, you could make it really, really fast and very unstable. But the way it is now, it just drives very well and looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's a pretty standard car. I definitely want to make more cars. I like the cars a lot. Here is a really fun one I made. I spent a lot of time on this. I call this the Straight Fighter. It's like a just like a jet pretty much. There's only one problem with it, and if you play Trailmakers, you probably see it. My center mass is lower, and all my jets are above. So when you're in standard jet mode, it is very it just wants to point down like really really hard. But the special case about this jet is it's got the I call it hover mode, and it pretty much activates all the jets. And when it's in this mode, it flies so well. Mainly because there's all the jets that counteract like the downforce, so you don't like tip at all. It just flies super well. It even got like the jets at the back for ultra boost. Like here, I'll go into it. You'll see it immediately just starts going down. I think technically this goes slightly faster if you can just line it up and not have it keep tipping down. But yeah, once you activate the hover mode, it flies extremely well. It looks really cool. I wanted to just originally I was like trying to make a Y wing with like the head, like I got like the guns and stuff. Um, and then I just kind of like thought of because I was looking at the hinges and I wanted to make something cool and not just standard flying vehicle. So I just experimented with it. I experimented with a lot of logic too. I did remove all of it for this one because originally I was gonna have like a logic system where it was gonna have air brakes or like these wings were gonna behave as air brakes pretty much, um, but also work in hover mode. But it's just I could not get that to work. Let's see. Yeah, when you just activate hover mode, you almost like slowly descend, which is really cool. But you also have to have remain control. Oh yeah, and then on the rear end, I also added a bunch of pistons and then more hinges, so the rear side. And oh no, we're going down. Oh man, it is a little tricky to land because it really wants to pull on you, and we'll say that's as good as any. It's a really fun a jet to fly. It's extremely heavy, of course, and a lot of power cores. Here, let's see. Let's go back down here. All right, but yeah, this is this. I haven't published this one because I kind of wanted to try to perfect it before I do, because I hate to put a like non-perfect model out. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This was a fun one. And now what's time to is the challenge or the quote unquote challenge. Um, so here's this car, which I called the Standard Muscle, which I have already published this. So the idea is this is a standard car I built using a few cosmetic pieces. If you don't have them, that's fine. But the idea was, like mainly it was originally for my friends. They were gonna create their own custom versions. It does tip a lot. Um, they were gonna create their own versions, and we're gonna compare them and see like how everybody else just imagined their car to be. Um, so yeah, it's a very standard car. drives. That's it. It looks cool. Try to make it almost like a muscle car, pretty much. Muscle slash sports, pretty much. All right, we gotta get a view of the underside. Pretty simple suspension setup. I wanted to make it a little more advanced, but I'm not too good at this game. I know there's people who are extremely good, and that's why I'm kind of curious if anybody like extremely good would like to try it. Because here's my version. I'm not too creative. I just call it Spy Car. Um, and I'll show you why. So first off, I put a big engine on it. Big spoiler too. Thinks it looks cool. And then I also got the thrusters. So when you activate them, it's like that. But then I also have it work in reverse. So if you're going too fast, you know, you can kind of like use it as a brake and give you power to go backwards. All right. So yeah, there's those. And then my favorite part, you use the keys. It brings out the whole side. You got a missile. Which button was it? There it is. Yeah. Surprisingly, it doesn't hit. I thought it was gonna hit that little like rearview mirror, but somehow it doesn't. Let's see what it does when it's in here. Oh, it kind of shoots through. I think. Oh, sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much this version of it. I didn't really change. I mean, I think I added a few more engines on the inside just so it's faster overall. It also these thrusters kind of help with stabilizing it, make sure it doesn't flip. Well, let's see if we can do a loop de loop. And I'm just gonna keep spinning. All right, thrusters. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's go. Dang. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my version. I'd love to see what you guys would do with it. And let's see my uploads. Here it is. Yeah, standard muscle. So please feel free to search it up and create your own version. If you want to submit like your build, like or your blueprint, just make sure you submit it obviously like it as a blueprint. And then just leave a comment on any vehicle or sorry, not vehicle. I am stupid. and any any video. I was getting my V words mixed up. Any video if you want you could do in this one. Yeah, just hope you guys enjoy it.